Yo, it's your boy Casual Rail with the Silent A podcast, man, and we're back with another one, and a quick one at that. We're here to talk about your boy Canelo Alavarez taking on Jermell Charlo. Yeah, that's right, Jermell Charlo and Canelo Alavarez gonna get it on. Jermell's daring to be great, jumping up 2 weight divisions from 154 to 168 to take on Canelo Alavarez for his undisputed title at the super middleweight division. That's a big feat to climb for Jermell Charlo, the quote unquote smaller Charlo twin. We all knew Jermell Charlo was supposed to be the one taking on Canelo Alavarez, but was not ready. And Jermell, in his natural fashion, that dog mentality that he has, that competitive mentality that he has, said, I can beat Canelo Alavarez. He even said these words while he was watching Canelo Alavarez take on Gennady Golovkin, and even said the same while watching Dimitri Bivol beat him. Jermell really and truly believes he can beat Canelo Alavarez, even with coming up from the 154-pound division up to 168. That's 14 pounds just for the weigh-in difference. But we're not here to talk about the full blow-by-blow of the action, and we will save that for a first look video. But we're here to talk about quickly is, how can Jermell Charlo beat Canelo Alavarez? Can he beat Canelo Alavarez? It's going to be tough. You're clearly fighting a weight difference. You're clearly fighting one of the true pound for pound best fighters in the game right now. Probably ranked around number 3 or 4 at this time, only because of losing to Dimitri Bivol, the undisputed champ at 168 pounds. That, yes, he did fight at 154, 147 pounds before, but he has been fighting these big guys for the last few years, meaning big guys at 168 super middleweight pound division, that of Canelo Alavarez, who dominated that division, took every last strap that they had, and became undisputed. Jermell Charlo himself is not too far unfamiliar from being undisputed, because he is at the 154-pound division himself, taking strap after strap, and he knows what it takes to fight champions and take belts from champions. And that is exactly what it's going to take for Jermell Charlo to beat Canelo Alavarez. That type of confidence, that type of belief in yourself, that type of experience of fighting champions after champions, and in his case also taking a loss that he should not have took. That was really his victory when Tony Harrison beat him. That was a true robbery, but he came back and showed the mental fortitude to not fold, but come back and take that belt. Even when he had a draw with Brian Castano, which some believe he won that fight as well, came back and knocked out Brian Castano. And I missed that he also knocked out Tony Harrison in the rematch, right? So it's going to take that type of mentality, that type of attitude to beat Canelo Alavarez. Now, he ain't stopping Canelo Alavarez. Canelo Alavarez has one of the better chins in the game, and the only time I've ever seen him really just rocked or kind of hurt was late in the Bivol fight, and that looked mainly due to fatigue and the bigger man landing some good clean shots on Canelo. Yeah, I don't think he has the power coming up from 154 to stop him, but I think he has respectable power to earn Canelo's respect and box like he needs to. He is the quicker puncher between the two. He is the more active puncher between the two, and that is recipe for disaster to Canelo Alavarez, because he has a hard time with active punchers who are also quick. Jermell Charlo will have to implement a game plan of staying away from Canelo's power punches and counter punching ability. Do not fall into the same trap of being too aggressive like Errol Spence was just this past weekend taking on Terrence Bud Crawford, because you will fall right into the hands of Canelo Alvarez, who is just as good of a counterpuncher as Terrence Bud Crawford. His hip movement is immaculate. His counterpunching is top notch. Footwork, a little slow. Canelo doesn't move too quickly on the feet, but his hip and head movement is to be unmatched. So do not fall into the counter punching. Do not fall into being too aggressive and get too comfortable in there, because you will be knocked out messing around with Canelo Alvarez, who has very, very respectable power. But again, we'll go into a full breakdown of the first look of this fight and who will really win from our standpoint. But with that said, the question is, how does Jermell Charlo win this fight in the way that we see him winning this fight? Use his confidence, use his speed, use his activity, and be smart. Do not try to mix it up too much. Get in, get out, move, footwork. Implement good defense. Do not become too aggressive, too confident in the fight to take too much punishment, because Jermell Charlo does have a style similar kind of to Errol Spence, where he will take some to get some, but he's a little quicker than Errol, actually a lot quicker than Errol. Good hand speed, like we already mentioned earlier, and very active. But he cannot afford to take too much punishment, so he'll have to fight similar to Floyd, who was the smaller man fighting Canelo Alvarez. Stick, move, hit him, straights. Try not to loop. You'll get killed by the counterpuncher. Straight right hands, straight jabs, and be active. Move, footwork. That is exactly how Dmitry Bivol destroyed Canelo Alvarez. He was a stronger boxer and had good, respectable power. Not the best light heavyweight puncher. We all know that about Bivol, but Canelo was the smaller fighter moving up, and he definitely felt that power and felt that difference. So in this case, Jermell Charlo moving up, slightly opposite, but you have respectable power, make him feel it. Stick move, get in there and outbox him and move around, and you will clearly outbox the slower Canelo Alvarez. But don't become too aggressive or too confident, because again, Canelo's hip movement, head movement, counter-punching ability, and power punching and placement of punching is what got him into the pound for pound category and first ballot Hall of Famer category. So to wrap it up, Jermell Charlo, can he win? Yeah, he can win this fight. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I think it's going to be an underrated probably fight of the year. I think there's going to be a lot of action. It's going to be some back and forth. I think somebody gets dropped in this fight. I think Jermell Charlo will be the one to get dropped because he'll get a little aggressive, but I think he'll get up, take it on the chin, and he can get back to his game plan. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. I think it's going to be close. It's going all the way. And like I said before, we'll give you our full blow-by-blow and first look, first prediction later. But with that said, Jermell Charlo can win this fight if he sticks with a solid, smart game plan. Box smart, be quick, be the lighter fighter, be the smaller fighter, bringing the fight to Canelo without being too overcommitted to his punches. And box smart, stay out of the way, take minimum damage, work on your conditioning, because Canelo will fade towards the end, and that's where you'll really shine, and then take it from him. That is how Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez. And if he does that, he'll be a household name. But anyways, we talked too long on this topic, man. It's your boy Casual Rel with the Silent A podcast, man. Let us know what you think. Comment below. Get active in them comments. Let us know what you think. Don't just sit there and be upset because we voiced an opinion. We love to hear what our community thinks. hit that comment button. Comment below. Let's do this. Till next time, it's your boy Casual Real. Peace.